Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Which one did I skip? Or good night, that's it. For all the folks who are viewing this from different time zones, and hello 3-4, welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead and switch over to my main screen, and it looks a little, that's not correct. So let's try this again. I'll take it. This isn't the screen I was trying to get to, but you know what? We'll take it. Hello, hi, how are you? We are going to play Stranded Alien Dawn today, but before we do, I wanted to kick off with a little something different. And the reason why is because I backed this film that a friend of mine on the East Coast was working on, and I basically, he had like a GoFundMe or one of those for his project, and I backed it and became a producer on this film. And it is out now, and it is available to watch on YouTube Movies and TV. And if we scroll down here, like legitimately, my name is on this right here. Producer. So that's exciting for me, but it's also exciting to see this movie drop. So I want to go full screen and we're going to watch this trailer, just the trailer, and then we're going to get into today's game. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me get myself off screen so that we can enjoy this view. And that's not me. That's me. Okay. Let me know what you guys think at the end, okay?
You really don't remember anything, do you? What's that like?
It's like learning about a different person. The closer you get to the truth, the worse it gets.
Get ready. Music's about to start.
He is alive.
Tell me why your brothers in arms want you so dead.
Bitch me! He's the mission now. Bring me his head. I can use a new trophy for the wall. If I'm gonna die tonight, I think I'm entitled to know why.
Hang on, let me unmute myself real quick. I'm gonna pop back in here and say I'm really excited for this project. I have worked with James Couché, who wrote, directed, and edited this film in the past on other projects, stuff that you would not know me from on this channel. And I just know that he is incredibly talented, very skilled at what he does. He's also a cinematographer. He's just really, really capable when it comes to filming. And seeing his project come to fruition is really exciting. And I'm going to drop the link for this film if you guys decide you want to check it out. It's a great way to just relax over the weekend and enjoy a little something creative that somebody, sort of like just managed to pull off with a very, very small team that really believed in what he was capable of and wanted to be around him and a part of what he's doing. And so let me go ahead and come over here really quickly. I just grabbed that link. I'm going to drop it here. And again, like, I'm not like trying to pull one over on you guys. I'm being like very, very honest with you. My friend made this film. I produced it because I know what he's capable of. And I was willing to back that, and I didn't have a whole lot of other influence on the film other than I really pushed hard for for Eliza to be in this film. Her last name is, yeah, it is Kelly. All right. For a second there, I thought I was like misremembering. But she is so, so gifted, and I really wanted her to be in it, and I'm so glad that we got her. And other than that, I didn't really have a lot to say until the end, where I was screening the final cut and giving some last-minute input. And here we are. The film is ready, and it's out, and I'm very excited about it. And so this is something I plan on renting. I saw like the previous cut. I haven't seen the final cut after final inputs. So I can't wait to see what version made it to distribution, and I'm excited for that. And I would love for you guys to check it out if you're interested and give me your thoughts. I would love to hear what you guys think. That said, though, now I think it is time that we switch screens and we head over to our other screen, not this one. There we go, so that we can play some Stranded today, because we also got goals, you know? We have a plan. We have a plan, and I'm gonna get to that plan. There we go, as soon as I find, I've got too many tabs open on my OBS software right now is what it's come down to. Hi, Bill and Amanda, welcome to the stream. I was just sharing a little personal project that I helped a friend create, and I did drop the link in the chat. If you're not able to see that, I'll add it to the description at the end of the stream. You could always come back and grab it from there. And this is the movie that I helped make. I helped make a movie, and that's pretty exciting. But all of that said, we are gonna play some Stranded Alien Dawn today. So let me go ahead and get that kicked off. We're gonna load that up. I'm gonna start a luxury resort, because they've dropped so many really cool amenities in this game, especially with the last update. We've got ourselves service robots, we've got ourselves med bays, we've got drones, we've got multi-story buildings. We have a lot to work with that we could really create something kind of luxurious, and that's sort of my plan here, and that's what I would like to do today. I don't know. Turn that down for myself, the sound a little bit. I don't know how far we're gonna get. We're gonna try and do our best. So we're gonna start a new game, and I'm gonna play it basically, I'm gonna like speed run it on 3 speed. And we are going to do, oh, you know what? Let's make our seed the name of that film. It'll be Lost Phoenix. Is that how you spell it? Yeah, that's correct. All right, so that is going to be our seed. That's the name of the movie. That's going to be our seed. And for our scenario, I kind of, we do want to have hope, I think. But for the sake of getting through this isn't what I was looking for. I was looking for game rules, I think. Peace mode first. Disables aggressive animal attacks in all scenarios. And the robots and guardians. We're gonna do this on peace mode because this challenge that we are setting for ourselves today is more about what can we build than it is about surviving. What kind of amenities and luxuries and just overall ambience can we establish? So I'm gonna disable this. I really want us to get through a huge chunk of the build, and I want to do it now. So we're gonna put this on peace mode. New fast feet, because we want them to be hauling, you know, took us and getting stuff done. Sure, why not? We'll do big family. Heck, should we even do overqualified? Why not? Let's get this thing going. We are gonna build. And we need to decide what region are we building in. Are we doing Sabrius? Are we doing Saltu? Are we gonna do the desert? Where do we want this to be? Building Manus is so weird. I was waiting, but it didn't kick over when you went live. I've had that happen before when I've been watching other people's streams, and it was like definitely live, but not on my end, and I had to refresh. I hate when that happens. It's so unfortunate. Hey, James Lopez, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. The 3-4 says, with hope you have another victory triggered to prevent from getting if you want to just build. Yeah, I just want to build. I want us to build something really appealing today. That's kind of like, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I want to do today. So that's what we're gonna do. But we need to figure this out. Saltu, Desertum, Sobrius, what are you guys thinking? Let me know. I will wait for a few minutes because I know that there's like a lag between me saying it and you guys getting it on your end. So I'm just gonna keep talking until somebody drops me a choice, one of these regions in the chat. I've got the chat pulled up on screen, other screen. I'm waiting to see it. And also I have a cup of coffee. I did break my decaf streak. I was just drinking decaf coffees for a while. And this holiday season, I went back on caffeine. So this is a regular coffee. I'm gonna have to go back on decaf basically this week, I think. But I'm enjoying it while I can. I'm just like taking the last few, you know, like the end of the holiday season really, and for all it's worth, Hello, Neil. Welcome to the stream. Neil says, let's do Sobrius. So we will do Sobrius. Sobrius region it is. Do you guys care about Moon? I don't know that it really matters since we've disabled, we'll put it on random. We've disabled everything else. Game difficulty, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's move on. Let's pick some people. And I'm gonna take one more drink. And put that down. I advise trading. You can manage your inventory, and the victory trigger is buying the planet, which you won't do. Actually, see, that's tempting. I do like the idea of the trade scenario. We won't get hope, but that's okay. I'm feeling what you're saying. I like the idea. Let's go with it. Krista is always great to have on research. Quinn, I love for building. I don't think we really need somebody to be doing like some military ops or anything like that. So really we can focus here on our farmer. And Katina's both a good farmer and healer. I don't know that healing's gonna be prevalent here. What do we really need? Honestly, we need a builder. We need a researcher. We need a farmer and cook. Her farming, she's interested in farming. She's got a 2 in cooking. She's good at healing. But Emmeline, we're going for luxury, right? And Emmeline is the cook who gives you all that luxury food. So even the simplest dishes taste exquisite. I feel like we have to have Emmeline. We're gonna roll the dice here. We're gonna not have a shooter and we're not gonna have a decent healer with this lineup. But since we're on peace mode, we shouldn't, knock on wood, we shouldn't need those things. So let's try this. Rita is a farming monster. You are so right. She is. I just assumed because Emmeline likes to cook that she'd be able to farm. I'm hoping that that's true because I already hit the button. All right, so we're gonna land here. Right next to all this beautiful grain cob. I'm loving the animation. I think it's like all the scenarios they roll out, I'm always really stoked to see the new animations. I don't know, something about it. It just does it for me. It's exciting. It makes me happy. Are these broadleaf bushes? Are these our... I don't think those are the berry bushes. They might be. Let's research it just to find out. If it's not, we'll just cut them down and get some wood out of it. What do we got here? Folks, we are on water. Yes! That is what we want because we took a chance. We rolled the dice on a new seed because I really wanted to incorporate the film Lost Phoenix in this playthrough. Hello, Zoom Zoom. Welcome to the stream. And I didn't know what we'd get. We are trying to do a luxury resort, so I wanted to be on water. We were blessed with some water, folks. We're not like super on it. Like we're like a little elevated looking over it, but I can work with that. I'm fine with that. That's okay with me. All right, so we're gonna observe this rock down here. Are these the closest squash? Because if they are, we'll do it. They might be. Let's see. We've got herds, we've got birds, we've got little ponds. I'm gonna set that to observe. Oh, 3-speed, right. I did say I wanted to be in 3-speed. We're gonna 3-speed, we're gonna truck it the whole way. We're gonna try to do our best with what we got here. Now see, these are berry bushes. All right, this is what we want. And of course we need to start building. We got to think about building. And we got to think about... The building part is actually really important because we want this to be just a wow factor. And how we do that. How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? We've got this beautiful flat top spot way up here, up high. We're elevated. We've got a beautiful view of the water. It's nice and flat. Here are those glowing mushrooms that I absolutely love. We're going to queue those up for some research. Plenty of wood. I'm not seeing a ton of stone. We're going to want, for sure... What's going on here? We've discovered olefin. Great. We've discovered ore. Great. We need 3 beds, and we have discovered grain cob and a broadleaf bush for sticks. Okay, so the ones up here, we can cut these down, and we're going to. We're going to take these bushes. We're just going to chop them up. We are going to research this hay, and then we're going to cut it up too. So I think what we'll do, let's go ahead and queue that for cutting. This one, everything but the one that we're researching. There we go. And we're going to get them busy. I mean, they're already busy. And we have how much? We have so much emergency rations. We have 87. I think we rolled with medium mode. So they should be fine to feed themselves for a while. We can just focus on the mission and they will not starve to death. Neil says, I always go penthouse rooms on the top level of my buildings lately in like gameplay with giant carbon windows. Sweet. Yeah, I like that idea. So if we had all the sort of like public rooms downstairs and then do some suites upstairs, penthouse suites upstairs, like you said. I like that idea. I'm into that idea. You said waterside property sells the best. This is true, 3-4. Location. Absolutely. And good at the start. So mostly I'm just queuing up research and they're doing their thing. I haven't even managed their activities or tabs at all. Everybody's just on 3. And the only thing I'm going to do is give like number 1 priorities to them, and then I can kind of just leave them where they are. He's going to be a 1 on construction. Krista is going to be a 1 on, we'll make her a 2 on observe and a 1 on research. And then Emmeline, we want her ranching, harvesting first, planting, and cooking if the need is there. Which it's not going to be for a minute because I know that they're fine on food. What we do need is... Oh, you know what else I should be wary of? Oh, no, wait, I don't got to worry about mobs. That's right. We don't got to worry about mobs. All right. I think it's time to at least build our little camp where we're going to chill until we have... I'm not going to harvest these yet. I was so tempted, but we don't need it. We don't need it yet. We're going to set up camp real quick. We just need a quick little camp, somewhere for them to sleep. And we're going to do it right here. And we're going to need somewhere for them to store stuff so, you know, we don't end up, I don't know, rotting our fuel reserves or something. So first things first, let's get some sleeping spots on the ground or they're going to get probably cranky. That ought to do it, I think, for sure. And storage. Let's grab these. We'll make ourselves some scrap metal shelves. And we will then make a row of stockpiles here. That's a good place to start. I think that's generally that works out fine. What I know we have in here, because I just saw it, is a lot of fallen trees. We're going to start cutting that for wood. We'll start there first before we do any demolishing of our beautiful landscape. Because it's beautiful, we like the way it looks. We've discovered blade grass, so we can now chop this one down as well. Skin bark, beautiful, we love it. Glitter caps, wonderful. We're off to a great start. Neil says, I'd really like to see the devs add more lifestyle options into the game. They're a bit old and limited, you feel? Yeah, as far as like what they can do for fun, we have the dartboard, we have shooting a target, and we have, what are some of the other things? The music, if you research it, there's music. I am going to kind of move this down here with this. I think, yeah, I think I just kind of want to tuck everything because this is like, I want the big open space open so that we can build here without having to look at like an ugly little camp, like a rudimentary camp or any of this stuff like blocking the view. And which means we're also going to want to kind of like scavenge these and then scrap them so we can clear them out. So we got to clear all that out. They're obstructing our view. And this entire thing is about to become our luxury resort. I think first and foremost though, everybody's sleeping. We only have 3. That's all right, because we're in the trade play mode. Okay. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We're fine. You'd love to see a treadmill, barbecue, chess playing. That would be awesome. Yeah, and I feel like I don't imagine chess playing would be that hard to integrate because they've already got the sitting animation down. And once if they're able to get some kind of hand motion going, because I know that they animate them sitting and eating. They can animate them sitting and just moving pawns or something, perhaps. And you could increase their like intelligence or something like that. Oh no. Have I already made a huge faux pas? It is thundering. There's a thunderstorm. There's lightning. We don't even have a research desk, let alone lightning rods. We might be in a little bit of trouble here. I might have made an oops already. Shoot. I don't know. Quinn, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, no. Resources cannot be unavailable. What's happening right now? She's cutting wood. Just don't let anybody get struck by lightning. Krista immediately when I said that, immediately got struck by lightning. You know what I think we just need to do? I think I just need to make them all go to sleep while this storm is happening. I think that's what we need to do. They all just need to go to bed and stay there. So now that he's done moving her, and when she gets done being fainted, I think I have to then remind her to go back to sleep as well. We're off to a great start, you guys. Someone call OSHA. No, please don't. Yeah, okay. Well, Emmeline's back up. Let's not be. Is a thunderstorm over? No. Oh my goodness. Well, if she wants to be up. Wait, why do we have a gun? Who do we want handling this gun? Combat 6. That's right, I maxed them on skills. Krista, oh, gosh. Well, not him. It could be her, but she could be crafting. I think I would rather have her have it. If she's gonna be up, I would like her to start hauling this stuff. I think it's time to like focus on a little bit more of the micromanaging because I sort of thought they were gonna handle it on their own. I should have known better. It just doesn't happen that way. Oh no, wait, let's have her, nope. Krista, I don't need to haul it, my mistake. Let's not have you haul it. Let's have her equip it. There we go. And then before he does anything else, I think we need to just get everybody in the mood to like haul some stuff. I want all of this to get put away. Oh, maybe their money, that might be a good thing to put away, maybe. Okay, back to basics. I was getting ahead of myself, clearly. That was my mistake, but we're gonna fix this. We're gonna do a little bit of micromanaging. We're gonna get them to take care of the basics so that we can get back into our big ideas. All right, so what I think we might want to do here is extend our storage here a little bit. Also, all this stuff that's on here doesn't need to be in here. Like, this should only be construction materials. We have shelves for the rest. This is unnecessary. None of this should be here. Paste restrictions. Okay. And then this can be everything that it accepts. That's fine. But yeah, we really gotta make sure that we are... Sorry, I am like... I promise you I will focus. I want them to move all of this stuff that's not supposed to be in here. Anything that's not construction material, basically, and put it on the shelves. That's the next step, really. And that said, I don't think we need that many of those icons on there. So we're gonna do that. There we go. A little bit of minimal maintenance there. Let's take a look over here. What have we still not brought in? Surprisingly, a lot. Let's fix this. All right, she's gonna haul this. She's gonna haul that. What was the third thing? I don't know. Sticks? Scavenging. All right. Transporting. Scavenging. I do have it. I promise you, I still have this on 3 speed. There is no 10 speed, but I have it on 3 speed. They are moving as fast as they physically can. And it looks like at long last we have at least cleared our little grove here. I wonder if this is going to stay like this. Are we going to at any point see the grass grow back in here? Or are we just going to have this permanent like round spot here? Like, what am I going to do with that? I guess we could build on top of it and nobody will know. Nobody will ever know. Basically, we have nothing to sell because we haven't been harvesting anything. We've mostly been doing observations, research. They always do this to you in the trading outpost mode. They always send you a trade delegation way too early on. And we just really don't need that. So we're going to pass. We're going to skip. Okay? Don't hate me for that. We're just going to ignore it for now. Them's are not goals. We have other goals. Right, which includes queuing up some research. We have a desk. We need to queue some research here. Let's do it. What do we need? First of all, ooh, not first of all. Not that. Not that. I already had somebody get electrocuted. Let's queue up some lightning rods. Once we do that, what do we really need? We'll do that. We'll do a safe. We need construction basics, but I don't see that. Do we already have it? List of completed technologies, none. Nothing. We know nothing. Everybody here knows absolutely nothing. All right, well, let's queue up some smelting. We'll queue up some electric grids. We're gonna need it. I wonder if to get to construction basics, do we really need... I mean, I don't even see it on the list. There it is. Nope, that's not it. That's concrete walls. Where are my construction basics? There they are. Okay. I think what we need now is to fix their schedule so that everybody's kind of like unified in when they're doing what they're doing. There we go. Struggling. Jeez. All right. So relaxing is when they eat and take naps. So we're going to turn breakfast, lunch, dinner. Actually, dinner can be at 7 and then they have 2 hours of anything. That's fine. That's kind of how I like to schedule them here. If you've been to a stream before, you've probably seen that before. You probably know that that's sort of my go-to routine. Unless things are extreme and we need to like really give them bare minimum sleep, maximum work hours so that we can get like to a certain research point so we can build a certain defense or something. Otherwise, yeah, that's kind of like the game plan. That's what we do. We've researched lightning rods. Thank goodness. Hallelujah. Let's try, I don't know. Let's put it here. We'll build ourselves a little like research area and then I don't want to get too like deep into building ourselves our little camp here because I want to get into building, we need construction basics first, but I want to get into building the actual resort. But in the meantime, shelter is shelter and we will take it. So we're gonna move this, rotate that this way. We're gonna put that there. Krista, you can do the pudding and then the researching. Brilliant. I didn't even have to make her do it. She did it on her own. We are still like golden. We have 89 emergency rations left. I'm not pressed. I'm not pressed about feeding them. I do think, however, if I don't put in a campfire, I'm not meeting like one of the basic requirements. So let's do this. Let's add ourselves a campfire. And then I think camp is like covered. We can build ourselves a workbench. I know that's like an option, so let's rotate this sucker around and get that in there. Yeah, that's the right direction. In there, out of the rain. And we have insufficient storage again. Again already. Well, it seems to me that there are things stored here that shouldn't be, first of all. Like, I think for sure these electronics don't belong here. Maybe the next step really is store undesired items. And then maybe we'll have freed up some storage space. I think that makes a huge difference. Like, these emergency rations probably shouldn't be here either. Store undesired items. I don't know why it's making me go square by square. And the rest, I believe, is in fact, this one exceeds the... That's interesting. I didn't realize that. He's sticking out and oh my gosh. You guys. He's not... This guy. Oh my gosh. He is not... Can I get this in here? I might have to build another... That's funny. My eye has deceived me. I thought he was covered and he's not. Well... Expand, 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 I guess. Let's... Can I? I can continue to build into this rock formation. Okay, well, we'll do that. And we'll move his bed over here so this poor guy's not, like, out in the rain. I didn't really see that coming. Just this one square. We need to demolish just that one square. And then we need to move his bed. Really? Like, move the sleeping spot. What are we doing? I think maybe they need, like, assigned sleeping spots. We'll make this Quinn. We'll make this Krista. And then this one we will assign to Emmeline. And there we go. And he'll construct a shelter over his own bed. All right. Okay. I think maybe I've gotten the basics out of the way, at least. It would be good if the soil could be graded as a farming option in an update. You were very generous with the work days. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, we're trying to, it's supposed to be, you know, like a vacation, right? Like, maybe not for them. They're the ones who are working the resort. But it is supposed to be sort of like a good escape, getaway, vacation-y sort of retreat. Long term, that's the plan. But for sure, we gotta get this stuff out of the way. We also kind of want taming, I think, because we're gonna need fuel. Because I assume if we're going to be bringing people in and out, probably on a daily basis for our tourism in our resort and, you know, our clientele, I guess, we're gonna need lots of fuel reserves. So we're gonna want to farm our own olfin so that we can have our own fuel reserve, but that's more down the line. We've got to put down a foundation before we can even think about bringing anybody here, you know? Okay, yeah, you made some of them sleep out in the rain. Yeah, I didn't catch that for like several days, I think. We're on day 6. It took 6 days for me to realize that. Y'all could have told me, just saying. Yeah, electric grids, cool. We have that capacity now. Alright, so and a barbecue, you said treadmill barbecue chess playing. Yeah, barbecue would be cool to see them outside barbecue. I mean, they're pretty dang close to it with the whole cooking over the fire pit thing. It's definitely very campy, but they're not camping for fun here. They're certainly doing it out of necessity. We'll get there. We'll fix that. I think what I would like to do, we're gonna harvest just a few of this, of basically everything that we've already researched. We're gonna harvest it, I mean. Because I think once you harvest it, it starts unlocking things you can do with it. We have ourselves defenses that I don't feel that we need unless I'm wrong about how peace mode works. We have gained the ability to build a cook stove. Heating and lighting. Now we just need our construction basics, which are next on the research queue. I think solar panels, wind turbines, energy cells might all be beneficial. Oh, flare shielding for sure. I do want to get the spaceship deconstruction out of the way because I do want to clear these. I need to salvage them so I can get them out of our beautiful this flat surface facing the mountains and overlooking the river. That is our resort landscape. But I need to clear it first, so definitely need to get that research out of the way first. So this is next. Then we'll start doing some of this stuff. I even feel like before we do battery, let's do flare shielding. Battery, and then we'll add wind turbine last. She is researching. That's exactly what we want her to be doing, so I can continue to queue items. We're gonna have to add, actually we should already have animal taming, should we not? No, you gotta research it. Even though everybody's like maxed out, we still gotta research it. So we're gonna research that, that's fine. I think what we could do potentially is go ahead and start setting up our ranch. Even though we can't tame any animals yet, we can set up, what? I guess that we cannot because the options aren't here until we research it. Once we research animal taming, we'll set up our ranch because we can at least do that much. These guys are flying lizards. That's cool, I guess. We could be researching or mining. Let's mine these rocks. Because I don't know if everybody has really a task at this point. We're going to harvest this. We'll cut that fallen tree. Even though it's complete overkill, I'll go ahead and start harvesting this stuff because, not because we need grain. I'm gonna have to now research something to do with the grain now that we're gonna have all this grain. More so because we need to clear this space. And I'd hate to see it go to waste without at least trying to use it. You know, just cutting it down and building over it. So we'll harvest it. It'll probably still go to waste on the shelves, but we'll at least try to use it. We are like this close to bumping that off the list. There we go. So it's off the list. We could extract all this grain into oil. So let's try that. And I would actually like to do that next, and then we'll move into our you know, power grid. We'll start working on power grid stuff. Okay, still in 3-speed mode. Neil Fletcher says, are you going to post a job advert for a new person to join? Yeah, I absolutely will. I mean, we do already have, I guess you're right. We already have 60K because we played medium difficulty. And I think with that much money, you can post a job offer. Good call, thanks. See, this is why playing on stream is better. Because I get all these ideas that would take me like, I would be in like month 2 before that occurred to me. Or something like that. So definitely helpful advice, thank you. So we've posted the job op. We do have 60K of Galacticoins to start with, even though we haven't made any trades or sales. So I think it would be possible, with that amount of money, I think it is possible to bring in at least maybe 1 year for a contract, bring in some help. Research spaceship to get deconstruction. Let's queue these up for salvage and get them off my lawn. That would be great. I would very much appreciate that. Right, and we already worked out the queue here. I do think we could research these birds. So let's observe those. This guy is eating that guy. That sucks for him. I think he is passed on. He's crossed the Rainbow Bridge. He's made the journey. He's gone to the place of no return. I gotta yawn. Sorry. think I should drink more coffee. What are you guys up to today? Have you been having a productive weekend, a relaxing weekend? How has it been going for you? I know it's like almost over, but how has it been? How has your weekend been? And if it is early for you, like it is for me, what is your drink of choice? Are you a tea drinker? Are you a coffee drinker? Are you like a grab my Mountain Dew and go kind of drinker? Are you having an energy drink? What is your fuel, for lack of a better word? Pretty soon I'm gonna have to just pretend that I'm gonna drink decaf again and have to pretend that it works, that it's waking me up. It's all about like mind games. I'm trying to mind game trick myself into thinking it works the same as this coffee here. Have you guys seen, I just watched last week, I think, the new, I don't know if it's new, but there's like a Squid Game where they actually play, nobody dies, but like they actually did do a Squid Game. And they gave away like, I don't know, millions of dollars. I think it was millions of dollars. And had like people who applied came in and they played, and it was like really interesting. It's really cool, and like you really get to see. It's kind of crazy, like even though there is not a competition to the death, there's still a lot of really cutthroat behavior in that game. Like I don't know if it's because it wasn't everybody, for sure. There were a lot of people who came and went in that game that were totally quiet. They never really got screen time because they just weren't up to any shenanigans. And it's kind of sad that that's the case, where like if you're a decent person who's not doing anything dramatic, you're not going to get any screen time. But you never know, like luck could have had it that one of those folks could have still won. And I'm not going to say that the person who won wasn't. I'm a cheerleader for the winner. So it's not that I'm not saying I don't like the winner. I like the winner. I like the winner just fine. It's just also just wild, the drama that you still got from real people, not from characters written for us, in a script. Bill says, I spent yesterday playing video games and getting nothing in the real world accomplished, but Amanda made affiliate on Twitch. Congratulations! Hey, Amanda, well done. That is really cool. Also, that's really hard. It's really hard to do. You have to put in so many hours. If I'm not mistaken, you have to put in so many hours to even qualify. That's amazing. Well done, Amanda. Was that the Mr. Beast one? It might have been. I didn't know. I don't think so. I didn't see. I think it's Netflix. I didn't see Mr. Beast in it at all. So yeah, I think it was just Netflix did it. Unarmed. I think, hold on, it's saying that I have an unarmed person. Let's go ahead and arm them then. We'll give him this. I'm hoping they're just going about their business now, getting done what needs done for us to continue building. But no, it was not the Mr. Beast one. I forgot that there was a Mr. Beast, unless they just did it and then moved it to Netflix. I don't know. But I watched it, I'm so sure I watched it on Netflix. Now I feel like looking it up. Let me grab my phone. I'm gonna look this up. I wanna be sure. I wanna tell you guys the right information. So let's see. Where is there it is. My brain just blanked on me. I already forgot what... Squid Game. No. It's giving me... Okay. Maybe I'm just mixing it up. Squid Game. Game show real people. Oh gosh, I've almost got it. I found... Squid Game The Challenge. It's called Squid Game The Challenge. Okay, so now let me look that up and see where it's Squid Game The Challenge. I forgot Squid Game is actually a Netflix series, like the actual show, so that made it a little confusing to look up. Inspired by the TV series Squid Game, real-life contestants compete in a series of high-stakes children's games in pursuit of 4.5 million cash prizes. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Okay, yeah, I'm not crazy. It is on Netflix. And it doesn't say anything about Mr. Beast, but it's called Squid Game The Challenge. I would write that down in the chat, but it's like scrolling my screen everywhere. Let's figure out what we're doing here. Nobody's responded, first of all, nobody's responded to our job posting. That's the first thing I noticed. I don't see it over here. Are we starving? No, we still have 65 emergency rations. I'm sure they're sick and tired of having no variety, but that's not our problem right now. We've researched oil extraction, beautiful. Let's make one of these oil presses, so that, I don't know that we need to make it out of wood. Production, oil press. But we don't really have that many metal alloys either. We'll make it out of wood, that's fine. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, oil press, so we can start using that grain and turning it into something else. Okay. He's gonna salvage, and then, why does it keep telling me we don't have resources available? I have 250 wood. I have 250 wood. What does it mean resources not available? It's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, look at all of this wood. We have so much wood. What does it mean? Oh, somebody did construct it. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and set vegetable oil extraction to, I don't know, 100. And just let them do that. And hopefully it'll keep. Contract offer. There it is. So we have Talus. He's a skilled combat. Oh, they're all skilled in everything. It's almost too easy, actually. We got to start building something remarkable because the challenge of using the right balance of characters doesn't really matter right now. It's all about that build. So let's check out our construction basics after this. All right, so we'll take him for a year. There goes all our money, guys. There it went. That's all our money. It just went into that contract. But we should have construction basics by now, for sure. We do. That's good. So we're gonna set up some energy turbines first. And then, so battery wind turbine, heat pumping would be nice. Drones would be better. Let's get drones on the queue so that we're at least queuing up our next, like, this was one of the major things we wanted. We wanted drones. We want service bots. We want med bays. We want all of the surgical automation, the service bots. We want all of this, plus the VR sets, the advanced furniture. We want all the good stuff. We want all the luxury items. That is what this is about. So we're gonna start with the drones. That's luxury item number 1. And once we get that, we'll really be cooking with oil. Cooking with oil. Which we could be doing now because we did just establish oil extraction. We're gonna harvest all of this. Yeah. Harvest. And these two. Let's get all of this out of the way. Oil extraction. We need barrels too, don't we? I feel like we should have, but I don't think we've researched the barrels yet. We should have, oh, there we go. There it is. Folks, we have construction basics. We have the ability to start building, so we should start building. Cotton is a good resource for selling if you want to build up some cash. This is true. We also need that. Let's start farming cotton blossom. Thank goodness that we have that research. 75, 75, 75. I think it's going to be 75, basically everywhere within walking distance. That said, we're going to put this field over here. Let's do it. This is where our cotton blossom field is going to go. What is killing these animals? Why are they just like dead? I don't understand. Ciphers are forbidden. They must observe before they can store. Okay, well, observe. Why not? Let's do some grain grass as well. We don't need that much of it though, like honestly, it goes so far. And now that I think about it, let's reduce field 1 line because I don't want them touching. If they get blight, I don't want the fields touching. I think that's how it spreads. I think. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you know, but when it comes to the crops getting blight, do you know if them touching, if the fields touching has anything to do with it spreading from one crop to the other crop? Because that's my theory. It's my theory. I don't know for sure. Bill and Amanda says that is correct. Okay. I appreciate it. Yeah. So from now on, I'm going to do that then. I'm going to leave spaces between my fields. It is a heat wave. We are looking at 86 degrees Fahrenheit outdoors. It's not a terrible heat wave, but it is a warning that we need to get building and we need air conditioning. So I think we're going to abide that beautiful warning and we're going to put up our first building. And we need to like start hauling stuff. What are we doing here? No available storage. That's okay. We're gonna let it ride for a second because I really want to get a foundation down. So let's look at flooring for our foundation. We mostly have wood as a resource, so I think we're gonna do wood. But what I would like to do with this is raise it. And I think the key for that, let's see, what is the key to raise this? Now we're gonna construct in the dark. What could go wrong, right? Is it CX? It's X. Okay, we're gonna go as high as we can. I want this to be tall. We're gonna have to clear out some of these trees if we want to see a view of the water. I want it to be tall, and I want it to just kind of sit in this pocket. I don't know that it needs to be that wide. Maybe we'll do like a 12 and then an 8 by 12. Let's start with an 8 by 12. And then I want to I'm gonna do a little bump out. We're gonna have like this back patio before we put stairs on it. There we go. No, that's not quite right, is it? Let's bump this back 1. We'll copy it. Oh my gosh, this is being ridiculous. No, I don't want that like that, but I also don't want this like this. Let's try again. All right, stairs. Don't let me downstairs. Come on. We need to rotate. There we go. I wanted it to line up nicely with the actual thing, and there we have it. So we're gonna get like as much of an elevated foundation as we can get, and then we're gonna have to start clearing out some of these trees. I want us to have a nice, beautiful view here. So I'm so sorry. I feel so bad cutting these down, but we are cutting them down. If it's highlighted, we're cutting it. Sorry. Oh, that's like, whoops. How? Wow, I just feel like I'm randomly clicking stuff I don't mean to be clicking out here. We're gonna clear this. It's gonna be hideous, I'm sure, but we'll try to like some beautification and landscaping items. Like you were saying earlier, I think it was Neil was saying earlier, it would be nice to have some like more quality of life stuff. I think having some more like, I know that they started to give them to us. So to their credit, they gave us like how to build balconies and like railings and nice, you know, beautification items. I would like to see more beautification items for like if you are building on a cliffside like this and it just looks barren and rocky and uninviting, like something that I could do like almost landscape wise to make it just more appealing. That would be nice. I know that that's like super unnecessary, but it would be nice. Especially if you're trying to do like you're trying to buy the rights to the planet and establish like a business conglomerate or some kind of monopoly over the entire planet. You wouldn't just want to do like a massive farm, you know, you might want to lean into tourism a little bit like this. And I think this actually is working out nicely because I think that is clearing a very nice view. We just need to get rid of a couple more of these, I think, that are still standing in our way. And then this one, I think. and then we'll have such a nice, like, straight shot to the water. We'll be able to see right through here. That's my thinking process. I might want to cut this one as well. And we'll see. Once those are cleared, we'll know. Once those are cleared, then we'll know. I might even want to build out further, like, into here, really get, like, this might not be the view, the one with the best view. We might end up building another one out here with an even better view. That will obstruct the first one's view, but we can always build this tall. We can build it, like, it can be like a tower. We'll build it multi-storied so it can look over the one that's really on the edge. Big brain ideas. Maybe add a couple of wings to the house later to make it really feel luxurious. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna grow this. This is just like a starting point. I just wanted something that I could, like, I don't know, just ground myself a little bit. Like, I just needed to feel a little bit grounded. I needed to cement something just to make me feel like I had, like, a starting point. So for sure, we're gonna go bigger and grander. We're not gonna start with this little, like, I think it was a 12 by 8 and then just rock with it. We're gonna obviously do more. We're gonna go further, do more with it. That said, I think it would help to come in here with, and I think we did planks. I think this foundation is plank. It is plank, so let's stay consistent. We'll do, this will be planks as well. So we'll add that in. And it is gonna be a covered porch, so we're gonna do that here. But then I would like to add, like, a roof on this side and then continue building, like, a second story here. So if we go +1, and we did, I mean, we already know we're gonna go up again. So let's go up another level. I think it clicked off on me. Okay, we want this one, yeah. And I'm gonna bird's eye view it a little bit because I don't want to mess up. I've been, like, not eyeballing things quite right lately. Like, you notice when I had somebody sleeping outside for 6 days with no, like, shelter, it's all because I eyeballed it wrong. So I want to make sure I'm doing this right. And I do want to do a roof now. We're gonna do a plank roof. And how do we want to do this? I think we just kind of want to do it like this for now. Like that. Yeah, that's going to be good. And then we'll go from there. So that's just for the covered patio on this side. And then we're going to just keep going from there. It's a start, okay? It's a start. Maybe add, oh yeah, I read that part. Okay, but, like, how are we doing as far as surviving? Are they still have plenty of food? We're really not hurting for food, which is really surprising. I'm, like, genuinely impressed by the fact that I haven't had to think about it really at all. We can observe these. I don't know why. I might have to chase these guys out. They're getting a little too comfortable in our area, you know? It's just, it's not okay. Oh, pickling. We might want pickling. Antibiotic production and fuel fermentation. Actually, let's not with that right now. I do want this. Freezers. We do want freezers. Let's start with that. This. I mean, she's gonna blast through this anyway. We're still on 3 speed. She's gonna research her way because that's her priority through all of that. Speaking of priorities, we gotta manage the tabs for Talus. We picked this guy up and we didn't even get him on the schedule, which reminds me, he doesn't even have a bed. I'm really not doing the most when it comes to managing the human aspect. I'm mostly just paying attention to, like, the potential of the area over top of anything else. So Talus is going to, we have somebody doing construction first, someone who's focused on research first, somebody who's focused on food first. Talus can be our guy for handle and delivery, I think. We can set him to do that first. And overall, the rest can do the rest. I mean, they're getting to the things when they get to them, which is fine. We are still seeing, so this view is becoming more and more visible, which is beautiful. I really don't know that these need to be cut. Like, honestly, that's fine. But what about cancel orders? Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to cut those. We're not looking at those. Those aren't obstructing our view. They're just kind of like a nice little fringe on the other end of this rock ledge, which I'm fine with. I don't need to cut that. Cool. We are doing good, I think. Let's let them build. Let's let them continue to clear this. In fact, he's going to transport goods, constructing, researching, eating. Wait, what? Don't eat. Oh my gosh. You remember we were talking about micromanaging earlier? Like, we gotta make sure we micromanage these people. Don't eat raw foods. Like, come on. No wonder they're not complaining about the lack of variety and why the reserve emergency rations aren't going down. These fools are eating raw food. I should have known when I kept checking and we still had like a ton of emergency rations. I just should have known. Like, the obvious sometimes. It just like takes a little while to pick up on the fact that they need a little help. They're not that bright after all. They might have like 10s, like have full 10s on their skills, most of them, but they're not that bright. All right, well, shoot. Let's see. I think what we might need at this point is some more storage, to be honest. I don't know how much longer before we're running out of storage. So I think what I'm going to try to do is, actually I'm going to copy this because I want the conditions that come with it. I'm going to put that there. We're going to copy one more and we're going to, oh, I can't add one more. All right, that's fine. We'll just do these two here then. That should be fine. Krista is awake, and I feel like I just saw, yeah, there's a laser pike, so I'm just gonna have her grab it. There we go. We need one bed. Right. So I'm sitting here trying to build these. Meanwhile, we actually need one of these. Talus is like he's like, do it for the money, because they're so inconsiderate. They haven't even given me a bed. We'll just do it for the money. All right, here we go. Talus, this is yours. Everybody should be assigned a bed now. Cool, we are. That's good. They all have a cot. We still need more storage. I'm not going to commit to building more of these yet because I honestly feel like this house is going to go up and we're going to be able to at least give them some sleeping quarters in here shortly. So, we need walls, I think. I think walls are going to be a big deal. Let's look into adding some walls. We're going to need a lot more wood for sure. But we can at least wall in that area and then give ourselves a door. Okay. We have, what do we have? We have ourselves basically a sleeve. Are you doing okay for fuel for the rocket? That is a great question. And I haven't checked. We have 440 liquid fuel. I think we're solid for fuel on the rocket. We've discovered pickling, which is good. That's not pickling, but we have discovered, and drones. Hello, you beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's set ourselves up with a drone. Let's put it right here. We'll build it right there. And a trade ship. You know what we have a ton of that we don't need? Something they're not buying. I was gonna say we have a ton of grain, which we do. We have 250 grain, but they're not buying it. We do have this oil though that we've been making out of the grain, so at least we can sell that. I don't know that 2,000 is really worth sending up, but we can sell, I don't want to sell all of it, goodness. Like that much of it, that's fine, right? That should be fine. We can even go a little under. We'll keep 300 for ourselves and sell 140 of it. Is there anything we want to buy? Like, do we want to buy... We should harvest this stuff and sell it. Well, they're not buying, but if they were. Yeah, I think that's it. We're going to get a modest 24,000 on this trade deal. And I think what we can do... She's already doing it. Love it. Sometimes they are smart, though. Sometimes they do automate in just the direction you would want them to. Case in point. So Emmeline is going to load this trading pod. We're going to make a little cash. I do think we need to build ourselves a safe. I'm pretty sure we researched that so that any hired hands we hire don't rob us, because that would be great. So we're going to build one of those there to keep the money locked up. And once that's built, we will transfer the Galacticoin from the shelf into that safe. That's the plan. And now let's start thinking power grid, right? Like, we've got all this going on down here. We don't want it to be ugly and obnoxious, though. We want to bring power to our build without it being an eyesore. Are you doing okay for... Oh, I already read that part. Yes, we already checked in on that. We're actually going to sell some fuel because we're doing so well when it comes to fuel. And then we need to build ourselves. And I kind of want to, like, tuck it away. Like, maybe we can tuck it away behind this tree line. That might be a good place to sort of build ourselves a little, like, power plant. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll build ourselves a little power plant out here. So, power. Let's get ourselves some solar panels up in this area. We will... It's such a weird angle. Like, the line is just not, like, a solid line here. But I would like to not do that. Why did I break the line? That's ridiculous. Okay, we'll do 5 of these for now. And then we'll build ourselves a power line or power pole. And actually, before I do that, we use alloys for that. I don't want to do that. So we're going to use wood. And we're going to start here. Oh, wait, I got to copy it. I got to hit the hold down the shift key. How far will this stretch before we run out? There. So we'll go again to here. Here, and then we will... I mean, it can keep going, but I don't need it to. So we'll go to here. That'll get us power from the power plant we're going to build out here, which is going to include like the solar panels. It's going to have the wind turbines. We're going to kind of tuck that all away in this little grove. And then we're just going to lead our power back to the build here and so forth. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. This is going to be a multiple stream evolution, I think. I don't think we're going to get this all done in one sitting. I've got like an hour left to stream before I have to log out because I have D&D later today. I have a group of people coming to my house at noon for D&D, so I really got to be like done today at 11. But we're going to get this carefully planned and situated. We're going to be thoughtful. That's why it's like not like just exploding everywhere. We're trying to be thoughtful about it. And then when we come back and do this again on the next stream, which is what I think is going to happen, we will really try to like push the boundaries of how sci-fi we can get with this game. But it all starts with a foundation, and we can't skip that step, unfortunately. So we're laying the foundation now. That's what this is. And our like storage being way down here at camp, that cannot stay like that. We're gonna at some point need to move it forward. So I'm trying not to like spend too much time expanding down here because I don't want to like stay down here like any kind of long term. I want to bring this forward. I want to bring this into our little like resort area at some point, but it's going to be neat and discreet. We're going to have neat, clean, discreet storage at some point. We're also going to need windows, and because we're looking out at this beautiful view, I'm going to want really big, beautiful, tall windows. And we're going to do it like this. Skip 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3. Sure, why not? We'll just have 6 right here in the middle. That'll be front facing. We're gonna put like a beautiful fireplace in here. In fact, why don't we do that? Let's grab ourselves a big, beautiful fireplace. Wherever that might be. Here we go. Nice stone fireplace. I'm gonna rotate around and I wanna put it like here. But I don't want it facing the window. I want it to be like facing inward. And the windows can kind of be a backdrop. Or, no, I'm gonna split it. We're gonna do it like this. It will face the window because we're gonna stick a wall through here. Don't worry, trust me, I have a plan. Let's go with our plank wall. And we'll just drop that there as like a marker. And we're gonna build around this. This is gonna be like the front of the build. This is gonna be the back where it's gonna be like a nice lounge. Look at the light coming in from these windows already. Yeah, this is gonna be beautiful. We're gonna have a beautiful lounge here. We're gonna set up some chairs. Let's do it. Let's set up some chairs. We have ourselves. I don't know that I want to do that with synthetic though, because I don't know that I have a lot of it. I have 43 synthetic textiles. We could. Okay, let's do it. We need, it's 20 each, so I could really afford to stick 2 of these chairs here. And we're gonna just do it like that, just right in front of the fireplace, and then we'll like build extras somewhere else. But for now, that's gonna be like our cute little fireplace lounge. You can walk behind the chairs to look out these beautiful windows. Yeah, it's a start. Starting with cozy and comfort, and we're gonna move our way into form and function later. Okay, so I'm piecing it together piecemeal. It's not like a fully fledged, fully realized thought or plan. We will get to that, but we're not there yet. What we do need is a stairwell to get to the second story. And I think maybe, just maybe, we're gonna stick with wood. And I think what I would like to do even, they have ladders, right? Like you can go up and down with ladders, but I feel like stairs are just more, yeah, we're gonna do it this way. That's what's gonna be on the other side of this wall, closing out off the fireplace. We're gonna do stairs to the second floor here. I just feel like stairs are a little bit more, like more, just more, you know? It's more than having like just a ladder. Like people climbing a ladder, I feel like you're on a ship. Like you're getting from floor to floor to floor by taking a ladder up to different, I say this because I was in the Navy and I climbed a lot of ladders on ships because it's a space saver and it's convenient. But like if you're having a resort and you're having people come in that might have like an old, like a bad back or maybe had like a leg injury at some point, but they're here to relax, and like maybe they're a decorated war veteran and this is like their holiday or vacation. I don't know, but they're gonna want a staircase. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna want to come up a staircase. They're not gonna want to be like, they're not gonna want to climb a ladder vertically. They're going to want to have a nice inclined staircase, and that is why we're building that. That is my point, and that's what we're doing. Oh, a nice bar would be nice too. I agree. And Cronus says, what a lovely idea. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're starting small, but we're getting there. And we're starting with Lux. My cats, can you hear them? They're like scratching at my door. They want in so bad. They've been like locked out for at least an hour now, and they're not having it. They're not used to being told no, they can't enter a space. So Neil says staircase or elevator only, please. Agreed. If we're gonna build a resort, they need stairwells and elevators. They're not climbing ladder wells. And we can get elevators too. Have you seen the elevators in this game? It's actually pretty cool because you like step on like this pad, they step on like a little floor pad, a very discreet floor pad, and then they just kind of like get like shot up into the air almost as if they're on I don't know. Yeah, there's elevators in this game. There are, yeah. You can build elevators in this game. I don't know if I can yet, but you can get the technology to build an elevator. They do have them. Yeah, you learn something new every day. I'm glad I could tell you that. I'm glad I could be the one to break the news. Yeah, they have elevators in this game, and they're not, they just like, they take up single square. Like this could be the elevator, this square, but it's not boxed in. It's just like open, and you step into it, and then like you can just get like floated up to the next floor. That's like how the elevators work in this game. It's pretty cool looking. So we'll get there. We don't have elevator technology yet, but we'll get there. We'll get to elevator technology. What I do think we have, if I'm not mistaken, well, we do have fermentation barrels. I do want to do this, and I know I just said I'm going to try to build less stuff out here by camp, but when it comes to fermentation barrels, I feel like we just need that. So we're going to get it. We're going to get some fermentation barrels. More than one, thank you. And we also need, if we're going to be producing any kind of, what do you call these? Metal alloys, we need to have one of these. We need to have, honestly, more than one of these. So let's queue up a few more. We're going to ferment antibiotics in this one. That's fine. And then we will do, in this one, we'll ferment pickled vegetables. Forever, just forever. And then here we're going to smelt, nope, we're going to put it to 400, and then we're going to copy this, and we're just going to paste it to the other three. And that should keep them going for a while. And as far as these buttermelons go, now that we know we're going to ferment them, we can start, oh, we need more lightning rods, hello. Whoo. I'm glad I accidentally selected that so I could come over here and realize that I really needed to select it on purpose. Man, that would have been so bad if we didn't have this. We're gonna put it here. And I think that should cover the whole house. It does. We're good there. All right, cool, cool, cool. Don't want people getting electrocuted again, especially not here in the nice building. Insufficient storage space, honestly not surprised. I saw that one coming. It's fine. We will build more storage. I know I said I wasn't going to do this. I'm going to do it, okay? We're going to do it. We're going to build more storage. Don't judge me. This is happening. We need more space. We're going to copy this, and we're going to connect it. And then because we did that, we're going to also expand this side too. They're all still, okay, look. You see that? They're all under shelter still. I did not miscalculate this time. I did not eyeball it incorrectly. It all fits. All right, so we should not be seeing no storage for a while now. We have researched this heat pumping, so we can now add an AC. ACs are important. I value them greatly. We're gonna add one to the room right here. And I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about anything else right now with that. I do want to put some lights in here. I think having some proper lighting is important. What I would like to do is we're gonna drop those two there, and we'll put two in the front for now. I guess I could have done wall lamps. It's fine though. This is fine. We're fine. We've got plenty of electricity coming in this way. What I do want to also have here though is a, we're going to go ahead and build ourselves. No. Back to that. Consistency. Flooring, wood planks, but we're not going to elevate these ones. We're going to build ourselves a, I think that's fine. Sure. We're gonna build ourselves a little storage kind of unit specifically for come on, door, there we go. specifically for storing our batteries. And the reason why is because I noticed my batteries were breaking when I very first started playing this game. My batteries were breaking all the time when they were outside on the ground. As soon as I moved them under a roof, it could just be placebo effect, but I'm telling you, they broke so much less frequently. So from now on, I like to keep my batteries inside. And once we start storing some batteries in here, I might even want to move some other storage in as well. We'll see how that goes and how much space is in here. I really just arbitrarily threw down however big this is. I didn't think it through. I didn't like put a lot of thought behind it. So we'll see if that ends up being a problem or if it suits our needs fine. A restaurant wing in the future stream would be nice to see. I agree. I think, yeah, a restaurant wing would be really nice. Oh, a whole restaurant building even. We can make it really... Oh, I think so. Yeah. We need that. And a wing would work too. We could just add another wing to our massive building that we're going to expand. And definitely a restaurant wing would be so nice. Gotta put multiple tables inside. We're gonna need like the cooking area. It's gonna have to have the nice stoves, plenty of freezers and fridges. Absolutely, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be luxurious. That is the whole point. So we're also gonna cut these. Unpowered devices 4. I realize this. We need to put this stuff up. And in order to do that, we really need wood. Insufficient materials. That's what I'm missing here. We need to cut down some more wood. So to do that, I think what I would like to do, I always like to go first and foremost for any fallen trees. So we're going to set all of these to cut. And once they start cutting that, we should have the material we need. Also, I think we're going to want to research this because that's what we're going to feel from it. But, you know, cutting the fallen trees is nice because then you don't honestly lose the appearance of a nice forested area. You maintain all of that and you still get the wood you need for building. So that is plan A. And until we no longer have fallen trees within walking distance, then, you know, once those are all kind of like scarce, that's when we'll start looking at cutting these. Unless, like before, we cut them down because they're blocking our view or something, and we were doing it for aesthetic reasons. I think, too, aesthetically speaking, we could clear a few more of these just to make it look a little less, like that. I just want to make it look a little less like we mowed through here or like a razor. You just like razored this off. I want it to look a little bit more, just, I don't know, just like less like it happened in such a straight line. I would like this to look carved out a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. I did just hear fallen spaceship debris. Where did this land? Okay. That landed right behind our farm. Thankfully not on it. We could mark all of this grain cob here for harvest as well. That grew in between here because I first had to retract that. Maybe plant a field of trees to block the utilities. Yeah, we could do that. I gotta research them though. I don't think I've researched the trees. But that's a good point. We could kind of close this in. Let's do that. Let's research one of these trees so that we have the option to farm it. Yeah, I really don't think trees is on our list of things we can farm. What we could really stand to do is also grow some wine berries and start fermenting wine because I feel like we definitely need a vineyard. If we're gonna make this super like fancy, we're gonna need wine, we're gonna need a vineyard. Like, if it's an option in the game, and it is, we should be taking advantage of it. So we're going to definitely set that up. All right, so that means we need to harvest these, I think. And then we also need to start farming them a little bit closer. Like maybe down here. let's see, fruit bushes. We're gonna skip a line. There we go, we'll put those there. This is gonna still knock out all those trees, which I wasn't trying to do. Maybe I can unmark these for cancel. I can't cancel that one, I guess. But we can extend this field this way. And I guess we just lose these two, which we're gonna lose anyway, so we'll allow it. We'll allow it. I don't mind, like, so this is sort of like, we go down the slope here, and this is almost like on a different level, so I don't mind putting like the farming out here. Because it's not, it's kind of like blocked off by this, here, this stone formation is sort of obstructing the farm area, just like the camp area from all of this up here, you know? So like, I think it's not going to be an eyesore. That's out of sight, out of mind. I do think we can plant more trees here to sort of block off this little grove where we're putting our power grid. Just meltdown. I didn't know they were so unhappy. I haven't really paid attention at all to what they need. They need food. Oh, we've hit that point where there's nothing to eat. We need to start queuing up food. All right, so we need green porridge. We need like 5 of those forever. And we could use some veggie soups. 5 of those forever. And I don't know what meat we have available. I don't think we have any, but we'll queue that too, just in case it's an option. And we'll get her cooking so nobody else is starving to death. Hopefully nobody's starving to death, because I really wasn't paying attention. So we'll see. Emmeline is harvesting. I'm pretty sure I just told her to cook. And she told me no, which I wasn't expecting. There we go. So we'll have her cook. That'll make 2 meals, I think. So her and whoever else is starving will eat. Yep, Quinn immediately jumped on that. Talus is here. I'm gonna have him cook as well because we need him and Krista to eat. And then Emmeline is gonna harvest, and I think we might need to update her activity so that cooking always comes first. So harvesting can be a 2 and cooking can be a 1. So that cooking is always, there's always food. There we go. That said, maybe it would be a good time to hit save. So we're gonna save this. This is a new save. We're gonna call it Lost Phoenix, because that's the what do you call it? The seed. And that said, okay, so Neil asked, maybe plant a field of trees to block the utilities ready. Agreed. Cronus agreed with you as well and said if only you could give tours of the resort with a hot air balloon, that'd be boss AF. Yeah. Or I think I can't tell because there's like a heart emoji blocking what you wrote, but I think you said bougie as AF. Yeah, I think now you make me want to build a hot air balloon. I feel like we need that. And our research queue is empty. My mistake. Let's queue up some stuff that we're probably going to need. Animal taming, we decided we wanted. Long distance travel, music for sure, because we can build a gym. We can have like a gym in the resort. All of those things, yes. We want all of that. And then we want, what do we want? I guess we could do brick instead of concrete because we don't have like too much stone to bake into concrete, but we do have the option to grow a lot of hay, which we could break into bricks. So let's do that. And once we've researched, really the next thing would be the taming. Once we research that, we can start putting together our ranch and start herding elephants, which would be great. How is this guy bored? There's plenty to do. It must be, and she's idling. It must be that time of day where they're allowed to idle. Okay, so I think we're gonna want hay for all those bricks now. So let's farm some hay. Is hay considered an edible? I don't understand. This is hay. Okay. So we're gonna bring our hay here. We're gonna expand this field because I like nice solid lines. We're gonna try that one more time. We're gonna expand this field. There we go, so that it lines up with these. Perfect. All right, so that's gonna look really nice. I do think we should also observe this tree because I'd like to have the option to plant both. So there's that. And food-wise, we have ourselves 6 grain porridges. The veggie stews, I don't see anybody making those. Maybe because we just gotta keep grain limit first. Okay, now she's making that. And this will use really any of the veggies that we've harvested, so that's good. How's our production going? We've got 50 pickled vegetables. We have 100 vegetable oil, which is really nice. That's gonna come in handy too when it's time to, and honestly, I think we could raise that limit. Let's raise that limit because we have so much grain. When we come in here and we add like a proper stove, like we put together our restaurant, right? Our hotel restaurant, we'll be able to cook so much better meals than what we can cook on the campfire. In fact, we could start setting that up maybe. I don't want to put that, so like we could do that on the second floor, but I kind of just don't feel like that's the right answer. So I think what we can do, I think what I want to do is expand. Let's maybe expand this way. And the important thing is to make sure that this is going to be as tall as those, and it's not. So let's make sure it is. Okay, there we go. We're going to expand out this way. Nope, that did not do what I wanted it to do. Gotta eyeball it just right. I don't want to make the mistake. Okay, so X, as tall as it'll go. We're going to stretch this out. So we know that this is an 8. How big do we want our restaurant wing to be? Like an 8 by... If we do another 8 by 12, it's like the size of the entire first wing of the building, which I think is fine. We'll do that. It's gonna be uneven. This patio now is uneven with... This is no longer centered. So maybe if I knock off... Well, how many squares do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we get rid of these, it's 8. And 1 more row. That would technically make this porch centered if we did that. It's so small though. I feel like that's so small for a restaurant. We might be able to make it work. It feels so small to me. But I do want the building to look good inside and out. So let's go ahead and add ourselves all of this. We're gonna do all of this. This is gonna be, we're gonna start building. Something feels off in the front here, and I'm hoping it's nothing. It is off because it's a step up. The whole thing is a step up. We gotta cancel all of these constructions because it's like one step higher than everything else, which it shouldn't have been possible, but it was. Okay, one more time. Let's do this one more time. There we have it. Okay, so spin this sucker around. We want to go out 7 tiles. There we go. I promise I have it this time. It will work. It will work. Bear with me. Cronus says it's easier to add on than to downsize a smaller restaurant. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. I appreciate that. So this should work still. We can be clever with it. We can use our space wisely. This is not a problem. I think that this is going to be fine. This restaurant is going to be gorgeous. It's going to be fine. So we've got ourselves... And we can even do, because this is not like a private room, we can even use those like big double door archways. I think that could be really pretty. And we could do it. We want it to face here. I think the front. We want this to face the front. I feel like when you first come in to a lot of places that do have like a first floor restaurant, you can kind of like, when you're like at the reception desk or something, you can almost look over and kind of see the door to the restaurant in a lot of places, you know? So let's do that. Let's add our arch doorway. I think here. We'll do it on this side, the front door facing side. And Neil says, add 2 more rows for outside restaurants as an open balcony. Yes, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Let's add outdoor seating. We could do that off of this side even, like facing forward. We could definitely do a balcony here, I think. And stairs actually wouldn't be so bad to go down from the balcony. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love these ideas. See, this is so great. Okay. Okay, rotate. Rotate, rotate. And the door here then would be on this side, honestly. So that's... I love this idea so much. We're going to have ourselves outdoor... Okay, so let's copy the door then. And to get outside to the restaurant, we'll do a door here. But then we're going to want these windows for sure. So let's do... Like, this whole wall just needs to be windows. Like, we just need to be able to look out here to the patio seating from the restaurant. Like, we need to see that, I think. That's going to be so nice. We also really need to be using these metal alloys to build these. I mean, so Quinn's crushing it. We're just going to let him keep going while we keep envisioning our building. Okay, so... That said, I almost kind of want to change this now. We're going to get rid of that and we're going to put it up here because I think this back half is going to have to be the kitchen. So then for that opening, the door area, the double doorway, we're going to want that out here. So like on this side, we're going to put that doorway facing kind of like, you know, where everybody else is going to be sitting, which means we want all of the cooking and stuff happening out here. Where is our cook stove? Okay, so we have 2 options here. We have the this cook stove used for quick, tasty, and chef's meals, and this cook stove used for quick, tasty, and chef meals. The difference is this one runs on sticks, and this one runs on electricity. I feel like if we're going bougie, if we're trying to do just the most modern version of everything that we can in here, it's got to be this. I feel like there's no contest. It just has to be this. So we're going to need a lot of power. We're going to have to grow our power grid for sure. And they're telling me we don't have enough sticks either. So maybe what we need to do is come back here and grab one of those production chopping blocks. There we go. We need a chopping block. We'll do that and then we'll queue it up so that there's always sticks. We'll have somebody make sure that there's just always sticks. I don't know where she's going. Missing resources. Why does it always say that? Are we always missing wood? We'll come back to it. Actually, it might be important that we come back to that now, because if we run out of fuel for the fire pit, they can't eat. So, how are we out of wood, though? I guess because we're building a lot with wood. I might want to keep somebody awake to do some chopping instead. Let's get some chopping done. Even though I know they're supposed to all be allowed to sleep right now, I'm going to get some chopping done. I just think that that's important. And then back to here, because we should have by now, I think we've researched... Wow, we've researched our hot air balloon. Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll get to the hot air balloon part. But first, we need to make sure we're adding our storage, maybe for freezers? Yes, fridge and freezer. Okay, so we're doing this big restaurant. We need the means to store all of this food stuff. So there's a freezer. That is a freezer, right? Yeah, freezer, okay. And now we're gonna want a fridge. I know that the freezer by itself basically worse as a fridge, except better. It keeps food longer. But for the sake of headcanon, we're gonna want both. We're gonna want both a freezer and a fridge. And could we even possibly fit 2 in here of each? Like maybe we just have another one. Oh, nope, we need shelving. That's what we need in here. We need to have shelving in this kitchen because we're gonna need to keep resources here. And that's also, now we know that we need a wall there. So let's add our wall. So we're gonna come in here, we're gonna add a wall running right behind all of that. And then we're gonna need a door, but it can be like, you know, like an open doorway. We don't need to like really see into there, that's fine. And if we wanna see into there, maybe we could just do like little windows or something that will provide ventilation. Maybe something like this. That could be cute, some little porthole windows. Yeah, I think that's good. So we have ourselves the kitchen, we have shelving, we have a freezer and a fridge. We can even bring in maybe some other like things here. I don't know, we'll find out because there is some more floor space here that we haven't taken advantage of yet. It is coming together. So now that we know how much interior floor space we have, we can start thinking about our tables, our seating, and also we can like do some seating out here as well. I think that was a brilliant idea to do like outdoor seating. I think that's really cool. It's gonna expand how big our restaurant can be for sure. So furniture wise, let's look at tables. We have large tables, we have small tables, and we have, okay, cool. So maybe what we can do is start with some large tables outside. Like we want it to be facing, yeah, I think like that. And let's get some chairs. Do some nice chairs like this. Oh, why would they do that? Why would they show me this beautiful wooden chair? And then when I click on it, there is no beautiful wooden chair. It's just these, like, well, I guess we will work with what we got then. We'll put these here. And I think inside we might want to use like, so if you have like a large party, you can go outside, or actually, can I build these next to windows now? Is that an option? I think it is. It is. You can actually build the tables up to the windows now. That's beautiful. Unless you can't, and it's just letting me do that because it's got obstructed access now. We'll find out. So 2 long tables, 2 small tables outside. We can also do, I think we can have 1 long table for like a party indoors that wants like let's rotate it this way maybe. Yeah, and then we can do, actually cancel. Copy and rotate. We're gonna stick this here. And then we're gonna do it seating all the way around, like all 6 sides for this one. This could be for like a much larger party. And then we can do more of these smaller tables in here, like here and here, I think. There we go. That to me is gonna, I mean, you can kind of see it. It's mostly just, it's a little hard to make out because of all the blue, right? But I'm excited for that. I think that's gonna be a really nice restaurant right here, like off the main building. I love the outdoor seating idea. Whoever said that, who was it that said that? You're amazing. Thank you for suggesting it. It looks incredible already. Our balloon optimization did come in. I think that we can add our hot air balloon now. And I think it might even, so where do we want this? I feel like this could be, like maybe we stick it out here. I kind of want to like tuck it a little bit into the, like this other circle of trees. Like this is like just yeah, like we can put it right here, at least for now. I can even fence it in a little bit and turn it into like this, like extra little thing you can do. It's like an activity. Like, you know how like when you go to some vacations and you can sign up for like zip lining or kayaking or something like this, this can be like an activity that they can sign up for. And I think this cute little picket fence looks really good. Just kind of like wrapped around that. And we can add ourselves a fence door for it, which would look really cute. Don't know. It's not the right size though to just do like that. So maybe we just get a regular door. We can't stick it center. That's so annoying. Well, we'll put one here and then one on this end. There. There's 2 ways into this. So that'll be cute too. I think that'll be really nice. Okay, so add in lots of stoves but switch off as they will still look cool. That's true. We could add more and then just turn it off. We do have space for another one right here under these windows. I wonder if we can just copy and yeah, it will. So we can just add this one here like that. So now we have a second stove and then yeah, we'll just turn it off once it's built. That's a good idea. So now we have 2 stoves in there, which is great because you would expect that they would have more than one cooking surface to facilitate an entire restaurant full of people. Why does she have hypothermia? Why is this? Construct a chopping block so that we can refuel the fire so you can stay warm. It's getting problematic. I'm not paying attention to my people and they're dying. I've been too caught up in everything else. Add 2 more rows for outside the restaurant zone balcony. Extend the balcony. You could do open air dining. Yep, we did that. Neil got all the good ideas. He does. I love it. I would actually like to see some of your builds. If you want to drop them in the Discord, because I do have a Discord linked below, I believe, in the description. I would be interested in seeing some of your builds because you do have some amazing ideas. And then you wrote, if you add in lots of stoves. I read that part and we just did that. We added stoves. And you said you do love this game, but hope that the devs add in some goodies and a lot of new people soon. That would be fun. I do think that we could go a lot further now with like amenities and beautification now that most of the like survival aspects have been covered. It'd be fun to see where they go from there. Cronus says, so much is going on. You've got your hands full as head of the operations of Alien Dawn Resort and Lodge. Absolutely, but I'm enjoying it. This is actually really fun. I haven't played it this way before. I've never even checked the box for peace mode before, so like this is really nice to not have to worry about like, okay, let me set up my defenses first. Let me make sure everybody's armed. We gotta like work on crafting some weapons and all of that. Like being able to remove that entirely and just focus on the build is really fun. Same Neil, I'd love to see more playable survivors, says Cronus. Agreed. And the modded survivors are pretty fun to play with from workshops. I haven't tried any modded survivors. I know that somebody made a Laney mod for Nerdalette's channel, which is really cool. I would love to see it. I'd like to try it, but I also just haven't really done anything with the mods yet. I haven't tried or downloaded. I did try to download the Silo mod, but I just didn't really... I don't think it implemented into the gameplay. It must have done something wrong or not finished a step somewhere. It is a very rustic restaurant. This is so true. It looks very rustic. Everything's made out of wood at this point, so I don't think I had much of a choice in that. Defo Cronus played the characters too many times now, and Neil says you might have to tailor soon, unfortunately. I think you're right, especially with her like freezing to death. We've got this chopping block. Awaiting materials. I think we need to just cut sticks until we have at least, I don't know, let's say 150. And we'll just get rid of this. She's handling something. We can't refuel, unfortunately. What if we did some chopsticks? And she's gonna, of course, run really far away to do this. And she's, like, freezing. Is she still freezing? Nobody is showing us freezing anymore, but we are hurting for fuel. So we need to make sure that happens because that's also how we make our food. So fuel is important. We gotta make sure we stay on top of that. it might be time to start chopping some actual trees if we don't have the means to sustain our ourselves. And here's where it looks like we're gonna get kind of like 35 fallen trees. Okay, so we still have some. We have the option to use these manure, but I don't know that we need it for anything just yet. We could be fertilizing some of these crops, and that's fine. But cooking is always our primary objective. Okay, so she's... Wait, who do we have chopping sticks then? Did they give up? Talus, how about you do it for me? Chop sticks, not enough resources. We are severely hurting for wood right now. I think we're gonna need to cut some bushes. And I don't know that we have any bushes to cut. Unless we go down here where the bushes are that feed us our berries. I think we're just gonna have to cut these. I mean, we're already farming new ones, so we're gonna just mark all of this for cutting. Cut. We're gonna cut all these fruit bushes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, herds that depend on this. I know that that's miserable, and I'm so sorry. We're gonna bring him down here to do all this cutting. We need these sticks pretty dearly. So a little moment of micromanaging, because otherwise they will starve to death. And nobody wants that. So let's get them fed. Let's see. You might have to tailor soon, said Neil, and I think you're right. I don't know that I have a tailoring bench, so we might need to queue that as a research. So let's go ahead and do that now. We'll queue tailoring as our next research. Balloon optimization, for sure want that, so that we can spend less fuel on the balloon. And I think winemaking, we were talking about growing all those berry bushes so that we could create a little orchard and our own little vineyard and then start making our own little wine. So we gotta queue that up. I think distillation also might be good for us. Brewing, all of these things are like, these are luxury items, so we're gonna queue those for our luxury resort. And that should really get us into a place where we start feeling pampered in this game. Getting a little bit of pampering going on for our folks. These are unsightly, even though we cleared out all of this rubble. Look at this mess that it left behind. And by the way, it's been almost a month. It's been 28 days in game. And this circle is still here from when we landed our trading pod. So that's not great. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. We might just have to build stuff on top of these to make them less ugly. But it looks like we're getting somewhere as far as our grid. We've got all of our, what do you call these? Our power poles built. Our lights are on inside. We don't have all the things we need. Like we need a CPU core for this air conditioner. So we're gonna start needing to, if we get like another trade deal, for example, might be time to start spending some money on some electronics and some CPUs and things like that, so we can get a lot of this stuff up and running. Like our drone's not running yet. We still need one more CPU core for that. So yeah, I'd really like for us to, in fact, I'll try and like signal one. I could try to signal us let's contact for a trade deal. Who do we want to trade with? Who is gonna have the electronics that we want? Like, is that gonna be an outer colony? Probably not. They're probably trading raw materials. A smuggler ship maybe? Galactic Trade League? I feel like Galactic Trade League might be our best bet. Defense Fleet's gonna give us weapons. I think they will. Maybe not, I'm not sure. I don't know, I feel like this might be our best bet. Neil says grading the land to flatten it and to regrow grass would be a great upgrade. Agreed. So that when you do completely scavenge and get rid of this fallen spaceship debris, that you're able to cultivate the land again, do something with it, so it doesn't stay so barren. We're gonna try contacting these guys. Sell high-end goods to the outer worlds. I think that's who we want. High-end goods, prohibited from trading armors and weapons. It's not what we want. We want, but we'll trade large quantities of electronic components. That's what we want. We're going to seek that contract. We want to trade with them. We want some CPU cores. That's what we need. CPU cores and some electronics. And then I think we'll be able to start putting up more wind turbines, or not more, but just some. Like, I would like to get us... Is that one even connected? When I just dropped that, was it able to reach this wire? No, that one can't, and this one definitely can't. So we'll put these 3 here. Unpowered devices. Okay, and so obviously not having the sun out is why all of these are now off. So we're going to definitely want to put up these, and we're going to definitely want to build ourselves some batteries as well, some battery power. So that's what this is for. We're going to stick these batteries in here. I feel like you might be able to just stack them this way. I don't know. Let's try it. What do they need? A lot of metal alloys. Oh no. Don't send. Don't send that. I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna need, okay, metal alloys we can make. That's fine. We can make it out of scrap metal. We could also, if we have the money, we could buy some just to give us that little heads up. Not heads up, but like head start. That's what I'm looking for, a head start. But what we really, really need to buy are like a ton of electronics, as much as we can afford, and CPU cores. That's the big deal. Like, we need electronics, we need CPU cores. CPU cores for our drone and our air conditioner, and electronics for our wind turbines and batteries. So I'm really hoping we get that trade deal contacting us soon from the Galactic Trade Federation, because that would help us get to the next step in our development. Neil says, oh, read that part, and then Cronus said, have you considered where you want your guests to arrive? Definitely not back here. Like, I have them arriving back here right now. I have this trading pod back here with all the storage, which I think is fine for now because we're going to want to unload and put everything in the stored areas. But when we're like ready for visitors, we're going to want to move it somewhere out here. Like, I don't know if we'd want it to be out here where you get the beautiful view when you very first land, or if that's going to obstruct the view from the hotel. Probably we don't want that. So maybe we stick it out here facing the hotel, so that when you first get out of the landing pod, the first thing you see is this beautiful building that is just going to look so lovely, so deluxe once we're done building it. But which we haven't yet. And I feel like almost like we could do, oh snap, there's balconies. That's nice. How fun. We could build ourselves out like a nice little balcony here. I think we're gonna want that on this side, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna put a balcony on this side facing out. Why is it only 1 square though? Can you expand? Can you go further than 1 square? I feel like you can't. I feel like that's it. That's the limits of what that can do. I don't know what that gets you, but that's our balcony. What were we saying? I already forgot. Can the trading pod sit on a building? Good question, because a docking bay would be neat. Yeah! Oh, I love that idea. A docking bay with a check-in desk. Oh, you guys are amazing. This is so fun. Oh, I love having you guys here with all your ideas. Yes, we are going to do that. If it will allow us to do that. Let's see. Is the top of the building built? I feel like it is. Let's just see if it'll let me move this on top of the roof. Let's see. Let's just see. I just want to know, like, if I move this over here, will it say yes? No, it's blocking objects. It's because of the, it might be because of the, I think it might be because the roof to the fire pit is there. Blocking objects. What is it blocking? This one should sit here, I feel like. There's no blocked objects. There's no fireplace. Oh, maybe there is from those two electric stoves. I thought the electric stoves wouldn't do that, though. I don't know what the answer is to your question because I have this chimney coming out of the center of the roof here, so it's obstructing my ability to lay anything there. I feel like it should have fit fine on this roof, and it still said objects blocked, so I'm not sure why. I feel like you would be able to build it out onto a platform, though. I do. I feel like maybe if I just put a foundation, like on ground level, like just build out a foundation here. I feel like it should be able to sit fine on a foundation. Which reminds me, there's no flooring. I was thinking, like, there's no flooring. We need flooring in here. Oh, goodness. Let's look at our housing options, our flooring options. We could definitely do some soft carpet. I feel like we're sitting on 943 cotton blossoms, so we can definitely put some carpet in here. We can also carpet the dining area, but I feel like for the kitchen area, we're gonna want stone or ceramic tiles. So let's do some ceramic tiles in the kitchen area where they're doing all the cooking, but then we can still make the dining area carpeted. So like this part. And that way we're not gonna get that like cave dweller debuff if they go inside here and they're like, oh, because there's no floor under my feet, cave dweller debuff. Let's see. You stupidly forgot there was a stream today as you had your head buried deep in your computer, says We Hire Monkeys. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it. Better late than never, and I appreciate you being here. There's never an obligation, of course, never an obligation to be here, but I always love seeing you in the chat and hearing your ideas and stuff, so thanks for joining us. Neil says foundation would still look really cool. I agree. I think at the very least, we should be able to put it on an elevated foundation that way, I feel like they would have made that an option in case you had really rocky terrain that was hard to build on. You would need to level it first. I mean, of course, they do land it for you to begin with, but what if that's not where you want it? Maybe you want it somewhere else. I don't know. Are they starving again? Because they might be. That might be a problem. Do we have food? We don't. We don't have a lot of food. I'm going to ask Emmeline to do some more cooking. We definitely need that. That needs to be an ongoing thing here. Cronus says it'd probably be... Oh, yeah. It'd probably be a foundation landing attached to a smaller reception building. Yeah, we're going to need to do, for sure, some kind of reception. We're going to want to have the trading pod. I'm going to try that. That is the goal. We're going to try that. We're going to build ourselves an elevated foundation. Try to put the trading pod on it. If it will allow, then we'll build out the reception from there. Here's our trade ship. That's what we were looking for. Yes. Okay. Now we're cooking. We've got the option to do some trade. So let's look for electronics. Because that's... What the heck even? OCF Interstellar Trader. I reached out to the people that trade electronics. Oh, here they are. Okay. Sorry, I panicked for a second. It's fine. This is power cells. We don't want power cells. We want electronics. They only have 2. We want metal alloys. I don't know. Ugh, that's so frustrating that they don't have any CPU cores and they only have 2 electronics for trade. That's kind of miserable. Like, why? Why isn't there more? Why don't we have more options for trade? I just don't get it. It's so frustrating. I'm going to trade all of this stuff. I think we can still do well without all of these things. I really wanted a CPU cores. I really wanted that. That's fine. It's fine. We're fine. This is fine. He's going to load the trading pod for us. Emmeline is going to continue cooking. Nope, actually, pause. Cook the grain porridge in case we're selling. In case she tries to cook with the pickled vegetables we just sold. So we'll go back to cooking grain porridge. And Quinn, if you wouldn't mind, I'd really like you to chop some sticks. Still saying no resources. Okay, well, that's a problem. We need to be cutting, like, cutting fallen trees then. Krista, you too. Like, sorry. You gotta also do this. Like, we need more wood. This has gotta happen. We need people doing this. When she's done cooking, she can help with the cutting. So I'm just gonna queue everybody up to do that until we have enough wood to keep the fires burning. Seems kind of important. Just my 2 cents on that. And then when Talus is done, we can ferment more antibodies. And that's still going. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. What I would like to do here also is we're gonna change this now that we have a save. Galactocoins don't get stored here anymore. That's like the new rule. So we're gonna do that. Quinn thinks he's done somehow. So we're gonna have him store undesired items in the save. And then maybe he'll chop some, there we go. Then we can get him to do that. Thick smoke. I do not think I've pursued this. Okay, so in this thing, what is this thing called? This play mode, the trading post play mode. I have tried to recruit new members to my colony by pursuing these rescue missions. It's never worked. So I'm not gonna do it again. Like, I'm not gonna do it now. We're just gonna ignore that and keep building. That is the plan for now. Shrimp Burrito says, when are you going to play Roblox? I don't know if I'll ever play that. I don't know a lot about that game. My vaguest of impressions of Roblox is that it's meant for kids. And I don't know that with my limited amount of time that I have available, that I would do that. Sorry. But if it, I'm not saying anything bad about the game. I'm not like knocking it at all. That's not what I'm trying to say. We heard monkeys. Are these people going to run around half naked in the snow again? I really hope not. I forgot we're playing Sobrius region, which means it will in fact snow. You are so right. And it's fall. The trees are orange. That should have seriously tipped me off. I need to get them inside and I need to get a tailoring bench together stat. I am so glad you mentioned that because I completely forgot that we are in the seasonal region where we will see snow. I haven't played in this region in so long. That's a little bit scary. Somebody had mentioned earlier I need to put together a tailoring bench, and they were right and you were right, and that needs to happen. Trapped on the trees and leave the wood to rot. That wouldn't surprise me. They do that a lot. And let the fire go out. They do that too, a lot. There is this reoccurring need to kind of like micromanage them back into survival mode. Okay, so what we know for sure, 2 things we know for sure. 1, we need a tailoring bench to prepare for snow. And 2, we need some CPU cores because we're not going to be able to do any kind of temperature control on the interior of this building unless we get some CPU cores. Our plan, as far as the resort itself goes, is to create a docking station for our trading pod, build off of that a reception area so that we can greet everybody. And we want to do that here kind of in the center of our resort, facing the hotel, because we think that that would be a really nice view, especially with this beautiful mountain range in the background. So that is the goal. I'm going to go ahead and close some of these menus so we can just get a nice, beautiful screen view of this. We can even turn that off. This is where we're at. This is what we're going to do in the next stream. So in the next stream, we're going to prepare for winter the best we can at the last possible split second and hope nobody dies. We are going to need to take a real strong look at that food reserve. We're looking at 258 vegetables, 272 grain, and 483 bushels of fruit. That's not going to get very far, so I think what we're going to do as soon as we log in next round is start harvesting everything in sight, just to give ourselves a fighting chance, and then we'll just build through winter the best we can. No, we are monkeys are not going to let the fire go out. That's it though for today. I really appreciate you guys coming. This has been so fun. I think that we got an amazing start with some really great ideas for what we're going to do with the rest of this. I'm really excited to see how all of this turns out in the next stream. I appreciate you guys. You've given me the best ideas, the best feedback, and helped me, you know, like avoid some pretty risky business that I wasn't paying attention to because I was too busy talking to everybody in chat. So you guys have been fundamental in making this gameplay work, and I look forward to seeing you back next time. Thank you so much for being a part of this. It's been great. And I will post, actually I already posted the schedule on my community tab. So if you want to know when the next stream is, that's where you find it. Thanks again, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.